Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Civil War. I remember reading this when I was a kid. It's a 7-issue trade paperback, and it is really good. It is a must-read if you're a Spider-Man fan of the Civil War, or even just a fan in general of Spider-Man's some obscure villains. It's very small. I got this for really cheap. Whose side are you on? It collects Sensational Spider-Man issues 28 to 34. It was $25. And this is the spine. If you want to see full into stats of these books on my Instagram, one of my Instagrams called Super Sam Thousands has it on there. I usually make a post before I do a review or upload the review. Anyway, here is the collected editions of Civil War right here. Thunderbolts, Frontline, you get it. Hopefully it'll come with an omnibus, since I think it's like one of the top 15 most wanted ones for Marvel. Anyway, there's this iconic picture of a bunch of Spider-Man rogues that's in here. And this one starts off with unique artwork about one of Spider-Man's students on a day that he's revealed to be a superhero. And Dr. Octopus comes back in town really mad that Peter Parker has beaten him his whole life. And he kind of had him unmasked all the way back in Amazing Spider-Man issue 12. And Spider-Man fights him, his student distracts Doc Ock, and he knocks him out. But it's a really good story, really fun story, really a little bit even meta story. Next 3 issues are the Spider-Man villain team who only appeared in these 3 issues so far, called the Exterminators, and they are led by the Chameleon. And since Peter Parker is unmasked, the Chameleon finds it very easy to sneak into his life, and he gets villains like Electro. He blackmails Molten Man, the Scarecrow, and Will-O-the-Wisp to fight Spider-Man to kill him. And Black Cat actually teams up. Oh, and Swarm. Swarm goes after Mary Jane, but she easily defeats him. They easily defeat him by getting him sprayed with the sprinkler water. Black Cat helps Spider-Man take on these villains. And Aunt May, probably the most hilarious part. This is Aunt May. Actually, yeah, there's Molten Man, and the villains holding Liz Allen and her kid Normie Osborn hostage to trap Spider-Man, so to say. So Spider-Man gets kind of hard on her, I think. So Chameleon gets poisoned by Aunt May, basically, because she easily knew that he wasn't the real Spider-Man. He wasn't the real Peter Parker. It was either Chameleon or Mysterio or somebody else. And yeah, Aunt May basically just jokes and trolls him. So there you go. It's called The Deadly Foes of Peter Parker. Now, the next 3 issues are very unique for Spider-Man history. Really, it shows you his supporting characters, like how Mary Jane is having nightmares of all these villains, finding her husband, trying to kill her, and whatnot. She talks to Sue Storm about it, how it's been harder now that his identity has been revealed. And she was just seen as Peter Parker's, or Spider-Man's wife instead of her own person. But it's not weird that way. We get a look of Aunt May. At one time, Peter Parker broke his arm while falling out of a tree. Her and Uncle Ben at the hospital just kind of... Oh my gosh, see? This is so small, it just slips out of my hand. Anyway, this has the Rhino. The Rhino beats up Spider-Man almost to death because he was part of the Exterminators for Spider-Man, but yeah, everyone else went to jail. And Black Cat wants revenge on him, but they just kind of talk it out, her and her boyfriend Puma. We also get flashbacks of Black Cat and Spider-Man being together from Spectacular Spider-Man issues 76 to 100. That's one of my favorite times of Spider-Man life. These drunk sailors try to pick a fight with Rhino. Black Cat calms him down. He leaves. And, yeah, it's kind of it's a really good story. Kind of shows that Spider-Man is a lot more in just an action-packed superhero. More in this comic collection than ever before. Here's some more Civil War stuff right there. Here's some concept arts, I guess. There's his, the cover with his actual helmet on. So that was this little trade paperback called Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Civil War. One of my favorite trade paperbacks of Spider-Man ever. I've read it, and I remembered it, and certain moments in this for a long time. Especially, he fights Electro in a art gallery. He just uses his iron spider suit to taser web him. So it kind of knocks him out really easily. He even uses his glasses kind of as a disguise again. I really like Electro's look here, though. I like the art. I know it's just a little bit weird, but... Look at that, he just tases Electro with his costume. This is him taking down Swarm and breaking the skull. And then we get a flashback to Mary Jane beating up Chameleon all those years ago. I think it was in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 244 and 245. Alrighty. Thank you for watching and have a great day.